Starseeds, so we are going to be making taro stew. For those of you who don't know what taro is, this is what it looks like. It is a root vegetable and is very delicious when cooked. It originated in South Asia and it's actually very popular in Hawaii. So let's get to this recipe. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to have to peel the taro, okay? So you can either use a knife like this to peel off the skin, or you can use a peeler, okay, if that's easier for you. But I find that using a knife is much easier. So you're just going to do this all the way around the taro until it's nice and clean. So once you've peeled your taro, it's time to chop it up. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Now you could simply just slice your taro and then you could cut it in half if you like, okay, like so. But this is my mother's recipe and she kind of got upset when she saw me cut it like that. So this is really how it's done. Sort of coarsely chopped. So this way you get uneven pieces and big chunks. So after you've chopped up your taro, you're gonna place them all in a bowl and you're gonna wash them. So you're just gonna wash them. Make sure that all the dirt is off and then strain it. So before we go ahead and begin to make our taro stew, we have to roughly coarsely chop our celery, okay? So using my mezzaluna, I'm just going to give it a nice chop. So the first thing we are going to do is add in some olive oil to our pot and then place the onions inside. Now this is a fairly simple recipe. There's not a lot of spices, not a lot of ingredients, and is really the Mediterranean version of taro stew. So you'll find a lot of Asian recipes using taro. When they make taro stew, you'll often see that they're adding in a lot of coconut milk and a lot of different spices. This is my mother's recipe and we are Greek, we are from Cyprus. So basically this is our version of taro stew. It's very Mediterranean. We have just onion and celery and tomato sauce, and it's very simple to prepare. So we're adding some sea salt, some cinnamon, and then we're gonna go ahead and add in the taro. So once the taro is in the pot, you're just going to fry the onions and the taro together for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we're gonna add in the rest of the ingredients. So we are going to add in the celery, add in the tomato sauce. So now we're gonna stir up the celery and the tomato sauce in with the taro. It smells really delicious in here. And really the last thing we're gonna do is add in the water. Very simple recipe. So we're adding in the water. We're not gonna add too much, just until you see that it's covered the taro, but not fully submerged. I think that's good. So you're gonna cover the pot with a lid, and you're gonna cook this on medium to high heat for about 30 minutes. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so my taro stew is ready and it smells delicious in this kitchen. By the way, I did cook my stew for 40 minutes. You can just put a fork through the taro and make sure that it's tender around like 30 or 35 minutes. Also, I did cook my stew without the lid for 10 minutes and then I put it back on for the rest of the time. So the water has reduced quite a bit and it's much thicker. It smells delicious. The fragrance of the celery is really coming through and it just really smells like home to me. Okay, so I'm gonna plate this now. By the way, I did make a little bit of rice to go with this. Traditionally, that's how we eat it in our home. So let's plate it up. So this is such a delicious and simple one-pot vegan meal that you can make for your family. And also it's pretty nutritious. It's got a lot of vitamin A, vitamin C, and also vitamin E. So, you know, don't leave taro out. It's not really that popular, but it's, you know, look for it in the root vegetable section. So now I'm just gonna plate a little bit of rice. Usually I use basmati, but today I didn't have any, so I improvised. So I took everything in me not to add coconut milk to my stew, and my mom got mad at me. She said that I shouldn't because it's not traditionally Cypriot. So I didn't, but then I had to add it to my rice, didn't I? And I added a little bit of saffron as well to my rice and some bay leaves. So this is the final result, and now I'm gonna go ahead and try a little bit of this. There's a nice sweetness about taro that I love so much. I mean, it is after all a root vegetable. And also the celery just adds a note that you just can't skip. It's really, anything that I cook with celery in it, stew-wise, just feels like home to me. The smells just bring back memories of my childhood. It's actually really delicious, guys, and so easy to make. Okay, Starseeds, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I truly hope that you make this recipe, and leave a comment down below and let me know how you like taro stew, okay? I know it's not as popular as sweet potatoes or even as plantains or other root vegetables. Actually, plantain is not a root vegetable, it is a fruit. Anyway, I digress. If you make this recipe, please let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you love the video, and also don't forget to hit that like button. And I will see you guys next time for the next vegan recipe.